Greetings, everyone. I hope you are fine. I hope you are doing well. And I would like to say thank you very much for subscribing on this channel. Thank you very much for watching my videos. And I know sometimes you cannot afford to watch each and every video that I upload, but I would like to say I really appreciate. I just want to begin by saying, just imagine you have applied for this job as an accountant. And one day you are sitting at home, or maybe you are busy hustling, you receive a call and they tell you that we have received your application. Now we request you for an interview. And then they give you a date. You become happy. You become excited. Deep down in your heart, you are like, I'm good with numbers. I'm good with accountancy. I'm good with accounting. I can do this job. In other words, you are excited. You start preparing yourself to the fullest, because in your heart you have that zeal, you have that courage to say, you know what, I can compete with other people who are going to be interviewed for the very same post or for the very same job position. In other words, you are excited. Then the day comes. You find yourself sitting in a beautiful room, surrounded by a panel of interviewers. And deep down in your heart, you have that courage, even though you might feel nervous at that time because it's natural. But deep down in your heart, you're like, this is my opportunity, because opportunity comes once in a lifetime. So I have to express myself to the fullest. But all of a sudden, they start asking you questions that are related to chemical engineering, mechanical engineering, and you are clueless. And I'm sure at that time, that particular interview won't even last more than 5 minutes to 10 minutes. The first thing that will come in your mind is that everything is unfair. And I believe that one of the ladies here verbally said it. She said, this is unfair. And I believe that they are going to force her to apologize, because this is how the system works. I believe that these ladies were like, we have to prepare ourselves. Even if maybe I can get a silver, or maybe to the semifinals, something like that. In other words, they were busy preparing themselves to the fullest. They had zeal, because you are like, I can compete with other women. I can fight. I have a skill. And all of a sudden, you have to enter in a very same ring, with a biological male. I know it's not the issue of trans, because other people are like, no, this is not the issue of transport here, but this is the issue of XYZ. But even if it's the issue of XYZ, but we know that there's a huge difference. We know that there's a huge difference, because I've discovered that it's not about trans, or it's not about transport, but it's about XYZ. But still, it doesn't change anything, because there's a huge difference. You can tell. That is why I don't like watching all these sports, because I know that there's a lot of politics in some of these things. You can tell that there's a huge difference. This is what they could have done. They could have said, okay, you know what? We have to give this guy a gold, and we have to give this guy a silver. Then we go home. End of the day. End of the story. Instead of allowing these women to be tortured, in other words, to be bullied in their own sports. This is unfair. This is unjust. If you put this on a scale of justice, it fails, because this is unfair. This is completely unjust. I know there are people who will disagree with me and say, you know what, this is an opportunity. In other words, we have to compete. If you feel like you have a problem of XYZ based on the test and you cannot compete with other men, so it's better for you to be or to have like something for you where you can compete amongst each other, so that where you can compete with other people who have the same problem or who have the same scientific results when it comes to XYZ, instead of like disturbing the women's sports. But there's absolutely nothing we can do because it's coming to Africa. You can tell it's coming to Africa. And then because we love adopting things, it is going to be adopted, because right now I'm sure there are some people who are like, this is a good opportunity for us to get gold or to get silver, because we love shortcuts. There are people who are like, now if we can get an opportunity so that at least I can get gold. Why? Because we love shortcuts sometimes. But here is the thing that I just want to talk about. This thing is coming to women's soccer, is coming to like women rugby sports, can be cricket, and everywhere. And I'm telling you, man, these guys will be tackling like nobody's business. These guys will be tackling these women like nobody's business. And I believe even red card and yellow card might be suspended for these guys. This is completely unfair. So if we put it on a scale of justice, it will never make it.